Hello, my name is Mike Johnson. I'm taking you on an inside and outside video tour of this very clean 2014 Toyota Prius plug-in hybrid. Now this clean car is a 2014 Prius plug-in, and I'm going to explain about that in this video. I'm going to take a few minutes to explain all about everything, but first let's talk about the basic car itself. This has 4 brand new tires on it. All 4 tires are brand new. We just installed them. Cosmetically, it's very super clean, with no dents, no significant noticeable dents to point out, and no big scratches or anything like that to point out. It's cosmetically clean. It smells clean. It looks great. Take a close look at some of the tires. These are brand new tires. Before we go any further, I'm going to point out, because it's a plug-in hybrid, it qualifies for California's Carpool stickers. Right here you see this car has the green stickers on it. Now pay attention here. I'm going to explain really quick. There are multiple different colors of Carpool stickers, and depending on the color, if you have a valid color, it lets you drive all by yourself in the carpool lanes and diamond lanes anywhere in the state of California, statewide. And how much does it cost? These cost $22 for 4 years. You pay once $22, and then they're good for 4 years. That's the current law. And the current color that they're giving out this year in 2021 is light blue. And if you make less than $70,000 a year, the state says you can get the new light blue ones, even if it already had the green ones before that expired, which is kind of confusing. But all you need to know is, yes, you can get the new light blue Carpool stickers for $22 after you buy the car. You apply, we'll help you fill out the form, and you send it off. You put it in the mail with a check to DMV, and they send you brand new Carpool stickers to your mailbox. It's a pretty cool program because you can beat the traffic. Last year there was no traffic because of COVID, but now the freeways are a disaster. Everybody's driving everywhere for all kinds of reasons. But if you have the plug-in hybrid, it qualifies for those Carpool stickers. Let's take a close look at the front tires. You can see the tread a little better in the shade. Prius plug-in comes with aluminum wheels, not hubcaps. It has a great gas mileage capability of up to 100 miles per gallon, but I'll explain about that a little bit later to see how you figure out how much gas mileage you're going to get. On a bad day, basically, you'll get 50. If you push it to the limit, you can get over 100. Anyways, let's talk about the VIN number so we know which car we're talking about. The last 3 digits of the VIN number are, put my glasses on, 552. That's how you can tell the VIN numbers apart. Look at the last 3, 6, or 8 digits of the VIN number, because on Prius plugins the fronts are almost all the same. Anyways, Prius plug-in, pay attention. This is another important point. This car qualifies for up to $11,000 of the cost of buying the car to be paid for by the government under government programs. That means if the cost was $11,000 and you qualify for both of the government programs, or at least two of the government programs, that means all you have to do is pay the tax and license if it's $11,000. These are really cool government programs, and I'm going to explain. The big one is the Replace Your Ride program, and it's been going on for about 6 years. It's not easy to get into. The Replace Your Ride program pays up to $9,500 if you have a trade-in vehicle that meets the program requirements. You trade in your old car that's worth $300, like your 1980 Ford Escort, some old beater car, your 2000 Toyota Corolla with 400,000 miles on it. They'll give you the $9,500 for getting that old junker off the road, kind of a cash for clunkers things. It's like a cash for clunkers program. The old car's got to go to the state at the end of the deal, and they're going to crush it. But in exchange for you letting the state crush your old car, you get $9,500 towards a highly fuel efficient Prius plug-in or a similar type plug-in or electric vehicle. That's the Replace Your Ride program. At the end of the video, I'll show on the text of the credits the website for the Replace Your Ride program. It's a pretty good program if you can get in. If you're already in, you better get this car before somebody else does, because these cars are kind of hard to get. Another advantage of Prius plug-in, this is 2014, it has 5 seats in the car. The newer ones, the 2017s and newer Prius Prime plug-ins, only have 4 seats. This one has 5. That means you could drive for Uber if you wanted to. Turn down the radio. The seats in this car are super clean. They don't look all worn. The armrest is like brand new. It's really clean. And yet it has 113,000 miles on this car. It looks like brand new, inside and out, or almost brand new. Back seat is clean, no stains in the carpet. Somebody took really good care of this car. They probably parked it in the garage. No broken taillights. When we open the trunk here, we see my camera, but what else do we see? We have a full set of factory floor mats. We have a little hidey cover to hide your cargo, like cameras, and you have a charging cord in the back. It comes with a charging cord because it's a plug-in. Let's clarify that. This car runs on gasoline. Okay, if you want to drive this car, you have to go to the gas station and put gas on it, but not very often. To put gas on it, there's a little button. You push this and then the gas door pops open. You have to put gas in this car to drive it, but it's a plug-in. You don't have to plug it in, but you do want to plug it in. The plug is on the opposite side. Over here, you plug in the charging cord, click, plug it in the wall. It's got its adapter, power adapter, to plug it into a regular wall outlet like your cell phone. Here's a picture of the charging cord. And then you can drive, after you've charged it up, only about 11 miles of pure electric driving like a Tesla. Then it switches to a regular Prius, like a hybrid. So now we're going to whip out a calculator and explain how this works. So if you go home every night and plug your car in, there's 365 days in the year. So 365 days in the year times 11 miles equals 4,000 miles a year of pure electric driving like a Tesla. That's 4,000 miles that you're not going to the gas station and buying gas. Okay, how many miles do you drive in a year? Do you know? Do you drive 8,000 miles a year? If so, half your gas, half your driving is zero gas. The other half is going to be getting about 50 miles per gallon. So how many miles do you drive a year? Here's the calculation. Let's say you only drive 8,000 miles in a year, and 8,000 miles minus the 4,000 miles of pure electric driving means you only driving 4,000 miles a year. But let's say you're driving 12,000 miles a year, or 15,000 miles a year, 16, whatever. Okay, 16,000 miles a year. Let's say you drive like a maniac all over the place, minus the 4,000 miles of pure electric driving, 12,000 miles. If you drive 16,000 miles and then minus 4,000 miles of electric driving, that leaves 12,000 gas. Divide that by 50 miles per gallon, means you're buying gas 240 gallons in a year to drive this car 16,000 miles a year. So 240 miles times $3.5 a gallon, $840 to buy gas to drive the vehicle a year, and go 16,000 miles a year if you plug it in once a day. That's not very much gas. $840 worth of gas for a full year, and you can drive 16,000 miles. Now if you drive half that, like I said, 8,000 miles, then you're only buying $400 worth of gas a year. So it's a very fuel efficient car, yet it's very powerful. It has different driving modes. We'll talk about it in a second. As we go inside, you can raise up the headrest, tilt them forward, push a button, fold the seat flat. Now you have a hatchback that you can put a piece of furniture like a filing cabinet, a desk, a dresser. It'll fit in the back. Like an SUV, but it's a hatchback. It's not like a regular car, it's a hatchback. When we jump in the driver's seat, buckle up our seatbelt, and we're going to drive into the shade. We're going to put it in reverse. We have a backup camera. I can see I'm approaching a vehicle. I'm driving backwards using my backup camera. Yes, it does beep in reverse. But there is a hack. If you want to get technical, you can turn that off. It has navigation, AM, FM, satellite, navigation, Bluetooth streaming, so the car's your Bluetooth headphones. Instead of headphones, you're listening through the car stereo speakers. Bluetooth, streaming music, Bluetooth hands-free, touchscreen navigation, steering wheel controls. This is answer or hang up the phone when you have your Bluetooth connected and somebody calls you. You just push here to answer and you hear the call through your stereo system. When you hang up, you have a voice command, so you can hit the button and say, navigate me to Disneyland or someplace like that. Dual glove boxes, and the owner's books are in there. It has the owner's manuals. I told you this thing is clean. Even the carpet's clean. This was not abused. It wasn't driven in a dirty area. Super clean car. Very nice. Let's wrap up by talking about the driving mode. You have a HVEV, that's hybrid vehicle or electric vehicle. When you plug it in, you charge it up. It has a full battery charge. Right now it still can go 6.2 miles of pure electric driving, and the engine is off. When we're driving forward and back, the engine was off. But if I want to start the engine, I can press the HVEV button and force the engine to start. And then you have also eco mode, which if you're a real cheapskate on the gas, eco mode does a couple things. In the wintertime, it reduces how much the engine will run to make heat for the heater. In the summer, it'll turn the air conditioning back a little bit so you don't use so much gas running the air conditioner. And if you're not in eco mode and there's no lights on here, you're in normal mode. And then if you push power button, that's like, I miss my Lamborghini or my Ferrari or my Corvette or my Porsche. You want to go fast, your Camaro, your Mustang mode, that's the fast mode. That changes the entire personality of the car. So you can put it in power mode, and then you have the transmission shifter: reverse, neutral, drive, or B. What is B for? I'll explain. B, when you're going up a hill, then you're going down a hill. Car goes faster, 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 and you have to push on the brakes. B uses the engine to slow you down. B is pretty cool because let's say you're driving along on the freeway at 82 miles an hour and you look over and there's the highway patrol that you're about to pass. You can slip it into B and it'll slow your car down. Maybe not turn on the brake lights. If you're driving on a mountain road, you're coming down the mountain road, it's like downshifting the transmission to a lower gear. When you shift down, so like if you're coming on Mulholland Drive or Pikes Peak, you would be using the B mode for the mountains for dynamic braking. That's what B mode is for. The only downside of B mode is that the cruise control is deactivated in B mode, so you can't use cruise control. And yes, this does have cruise control, and it does work. Power windows, power mirrors, and I almost forgot to mention it has tinted windows. There's a $300 and $400, $500 tint job on the windows of this car. My name is Mike Johnson. Go to my website and see if the car is still available. The website is mybestcar.com, and I filmed this video in May 2021. Now the company name is A Buyer's Choice, so if you're going to write me a check for the car, you're going to pay to the owner of A Buyer's Choice. But go to my website, see what Prius I have available at mybestcar.com. Now here in 2021, it's been a little bit hard to get cars. It's kind of a car shortage going on, and prices have come up. Cars have gained in value. It's rare that used cars gain in value unless they're like some kind of classic, but ordinary used cars have gained in value lately. Give me a call if you want to know more about one of the cars or RVs that I have available. My phone number is 951-681-2101. Thank you.